In this week's Parshat Lech Lecha, God tells Avraham to pick up, leave everything behind, and to go to the land that he will show him, which ends up being Eretz Canaan, the land of Israel. For many who aspire to make Aliyah, for those of us who have been fortunate to make Aliyah, when we read the words that God spoke to Avraham, it really resonates with us, and we hear it as our own spiritual divine calling. And when we heed that call and make Aliyah, we feel we're much akin to Avraham. But many of us don't pay close enough attention to the lesson that God was trying to give Avraham in the first pasuk of this parsha. And that is, God says to Avraham, Lech Lecha, go for yourself, or as defined by many, go to yourself, because Avram's about to self-actualize. And before God said, I can even tell you what your destination is, before you can know your destination, you have to strip away all the negativity that's come from me'artzecha, me'moladcha, u'mibeit avicha, from your country of origin, from your family, from the house that you grew up with in all your formative years. All of these negative things, baggage that you're carrying with you, you have to be able to strip away and understand who you are exactly. And once you figure that out, you can continue on to your destination. Now, many of us think that maybe it was easier for Avraham because if you think about it, he was already an iconoclast before God came to speak to him. And he was running away, so to speak, from the country and from relatives that were idol worshippers and were steeped in a culture and in activity, daily life that was totally antithetical to everything that Avraham believed in. So how hard could it really have been for him to leave all these things behind? But the truth is that even so, there's things that will influence people one way or another that just seep into your psyche without you even knowing, and you make decisions based on these factors. So it's very important before we do anything, especially those of us that come from America and make Aliyah, and we think, we're coming from this country it's a great, free, democratic society, and we're leaving families who aren't so different from us, who have similar, if not the same beliefs. So maybe it's very hard for us, and we don't realize that we take with us so many things that have seeped into our psyche through osmosis, through the culture, through their values, and we think, we're coming from such a progressive, democratic, wonderful place, and we don't realize sometimes that we haven't really fully thought about everything that we do or say or believe. We make snap judgments sometimes, but we have to think about every single thing and understand who we are and why we do what we do. And is this really what we believe is moral, ethical, right for society or for us? Before we move along on any journey, we have to know who we are and why we're doing what we're doing and what those influences are, and be real about it. And only if we do that first can we be successful on any journey we take in life. So I hope that we all have much success in truly finding out who we are and knowing where we're coming from and where we're trying to go. And we should all have success on that journey. Shabbat Shalom.